The reason for me with the crush is the cattle I buy and the buffalo, because they're all feral and they've got massive horns, excess of 700 kilos, the animal, and the horns are 700 mil out either side of the head to be able to, not just effectively catch them, but efficiently, fairly quickly, and do what you've got to do to them. I don't think they make a crush that can do it as quick and as easy as that one. Well, as a livestock agent, I trade 300 to 500 bulls a year, feral type bulls and buffalo, so that's where the silencer comes into need for myself. Yeah, I'd be lost without it. Most people in the livestock industry just don't know how much they don't know about the crutch. I'm not going to endorse anything that doesn't work, and I can still remember the first time I was out there at Aruna, I think Curley, wasn't it? And Curley asked me to come out, and I flew out and had a look, and I was just gobsmacked. And I've seen and used every crush in the industry throughout Australia. I thought, well, this is for me. So I've had that one now, 4 or 5 years. I look forward to working cattle now. Before there was arguments, because it took forever, and they're big wild animals, like they're not like the domestic animals you see on the stations. The cattle I buy, they're feral, and they can thrash themselves around, and it can be hard work if you haven't got the right equipment. If that crush didn't have that bottom squeeze, which no other crush has, it'd be of no use to me. The fact that, I can use that bottom squeeze and bring the top in, which most crushes, they can only come in together parallel, but this one stays in a V. I can have that whole head bar wide open, so if I've got a big horny animal, I can catch him quite easily.
With the preg testing, it just triples it. It's just safe as well. Like before, when you're getting behind kick gates, you're getting kicked all the time, and it's really dangerous. And now you don't have to do anything. You just walk in there behind it, spay it or preg test it. If you're ultrasounding, you just stand on the side. If you want to use it manually, you don't have to get in behind them. And it's quiet. With those neck bars, that just controls the head as well, because if you didn't have them, they'd still try to thrash around.
The bottom squeeze and that head control, like Curley's saying, with the bars, that's the game changer. With unskilled staff, like anyone can do the vaccination, anyone can do the branding, anyone can do the ear tagging without getting hurt, and still be able to do it properly.
These crushers aren't going to break. I've seen them out there now. Like the ones at Tipperary, been there for 4 years. Not one of them's broken. The metal side of it, they're just never going to break. So they're reliable like that, and they'll be there for a long time. In a silencer, if they're coming a bit quick, you can just put that squeeze on before they get to that head part, so they're not smashing into it.
It's just a great feeling, you're using the best piece of equipment available, in the market, and you're, offering your cattle the best deal, and it's so enjoyable. To work around it. You can be on the phone while you're using it, there's no noise, knowing your animals are getting looked after. Once they're in that V squeeze, you've just got unlimited access to their testicles, whether you're castrating or putting rings on or just palpating. It's just so quick.
You could get away without a weaner cradle too then, because you put all them weaners through that silencer, it'll cater for weaners and everything. Brand them standing up, and you can walk in there and cut them. When you look at those figures from Litchfield, it's a no-brainer. The crush pays for itself in 3 or 4 days, putting that amount of cattle through.
But I think anyone who genuinely loves cattle, like I do, and enjoys working with good equipment and a setup where your staff aren't going to get hurt. Anyone like that, once they know what they can do, they're going to want to have one at any price. And great to see people like Don White take them to another level, fully remote control. Incredible to see with a 5-way draft system in front of them, just to see, him and an exporter there drafting and catching all with a handpiece, 2 people, putting nils tags in. It's all in the palm of your hand. It's the best setup in the Northern Territory, and it's got two of those crushers in there. One for discharging the animals off the trucks, and then another one for processing them.